방이 너무 커서 더 하기가 뭐
I'm
그렇네.
ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
뭐 얼마나 모아야 되길래.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
벽에다 구현해야 될 게 아직 더 있어.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the spell to customize it.
아, 벽은 색상 변경이 되는구나.
It's no herbology, Professor, but some plants here seem to be ready to harvest.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
저걸 말 한마디로 구현할 수 있어.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
근데 일개 학생한테 줄 만큼 좋은 방을 이렇게 막 줘도 되나?
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your
아니 최소 교장님이 쓸 법한 방을 주는데.
space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
교회에서 만나는 게 아니네.
Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your curiosity is understandable. Well, although I can't speak in any detail of my work, I can tell you certain interesting facts. Unspeakables work in the Ministry's Department of Mysteries. Dangerous work at times, as you've no doubt guessed.
Yes, Professor.
Now, you needn't concern yourself with my injury. I made peace long ago with the fact that a sprig of dittany, once plucked, will surely begin to wilt.
You do seem to have come to terms with things rather well.
It's a matter of perspective. Without saying more, perhaps whatever time I've lost was an exchange for time gained. And to dwell on such matters is a waste of the days ahead. At this point, no magic permits us to travel back in time. Perhaps one day. Yes, I can tell you that my years at the Ministry were well spent. And I'm as happy to be at Hogwarts now as I was to be in the Department of Mysteries years ago.
If I may, Professor, I'm also happy that you're here at Hogwarts now.
Kind of you to say. Speaking of time, perhaps yours would be best spent honing your defensive wand work.
Yes, Professor.
Over here.
Sebastian, It's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
학교 내에서 선생들이 모르는 장소가 있다고.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway.
야망이다 보니까 어쩔 수 없는 것 같다. 저 반의 모토 자체가
away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
학생들끼리 막
It may
가르쳐줘도
take a
돼.
while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the... Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast is nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tadpole.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I
근데 여기선 좀 열의를 보여줘야 될 것
about
같아.
every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the port key, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted
이
you
장소를
with knowledge
제공해
of
줬으니까
secret
나도 좀 비밀을 얘기해줘도 되지
You can
않을까?
trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
앞에 누가
Hello,
있는데?
Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh,
나오는데 딱 걸렸네.
isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
아, 눈이 안 보인다 그랬지.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room.
화낸다.
Sebastian told
세바스찬
you
얘기 안 하려고 한 건데 일부러.
breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
이거 말하기가 싹수가
I
없느냐.
just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
근데 애가 이거 사가지가 없어. 윙가디움 레비오사.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill.
저거
A test of a witch
그때
versus metal.
저기
What say?
오니신가 해봤는데 어렵던데.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant!
오나인가?
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio.
통 튀네.
Come on, Leander. Oh. Merlin's pants. Akio. Nothing to it. I'll let you have that one. Akio.
저거 쳐버려야 되겠다.
Try to beat that.
으이.
Missed the mark a bit on that one. Tie game. At least you didn't beat me.
아 저걸 졌네. 치려고 무리 많이 해서 내가 이겼는데.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
한 번 더 하자.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
이기고 싶다.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio.
이는 힘껏 쳐주마.
All in the wrist.
야 같이 떨어지면 어떡해.
Akio.
이러면 나가린데.
Nothing to it.
오호이.
Akio. Try to beat that.
이게 쳐내야 돼 저거. 망했다. 망했다.
I've seen worse. Wait, did I win? I won.
야, 씨, 생각보다 어렵잖아.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
아니, 한 판 더 해,
I'm game
임마.
for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
나 한 판 이기고 할 거야.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. All in the wrist.
이번에말로 확실하게 밀어낸다. 아!
That was one for the ages. Akio,
밀어내기 실패했는데 점수는 나쁘지 않다.
damn want.
자꾸 밖으로 나가.
Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio,
아 진짜 왜 이러냐.
nothing to it.
어이. 떨어져라.
You're not bad at this. Tie game. At least you didn't beat me.
내가 이기는 싸움은 없네. 소질이 없나 보다.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
안 해 임마.
Another time, perhaps.
Can't say I blame you. Perhaps come back when you're a bit more prepared to beat someone of my skill.
아, 뭐 저 상대방 거 치느려고 하다가 자꾸 망하네. 이게 이겨야 퀘스트가 깨지는 건가? 이동하기가 여기가 맞는데 완료가 안 되는 걸로 봐서 이거 안 이기면 안 깨지나 봐요. 에이, 해야 되잖아 그러면.
Let's play Summoner's Court.
Back for more, eh? Ready then?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. Try to beat that.
같이 보내버려.
Akio.
생각보다 얘 잘하는데.
All in the wrist.
아이 직진.
Missed the mark a bit on that one. Akio. Nothing to it.
이번엔 글렀다. 망했다 야.
I've seen worse.
야 빵점보다도 낮은 점수는 없어 임마. 이 퀘스트 생각보다 안
We
쉽네.
should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. Try to beat that.
쭉 밀어버리자.
Didn't think you were a match for me.
내 건 멈췄으면 이득인데 씨 이거는 이득도 아니야.
My wand slipped.
됐다.
That was one for the ages. Akio.
욕심내지 말자. 욕심 안 내면 이긴다.
All in the wrist.
아!
Missed the mark a bit on that one.
야, 저기 안 서냐.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could
아,
use the
진짜
practice.
이거 힘 빼고 해야 되네. 아, 계속 지네.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
빨리 임마. 나 이기고 갈 거야.
Nothing to it.
내 것만 튕겨 나가냐 왜?
I've seen worse. Akio. Come on, Leander. Oh. That was one for the ages. Akio. Try to beat that.
정말 힘들긴 힘들겠다 확실히. 쳤어! 나이스! 아 이겼다 이거 확실히.
How did you do that? Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander, there's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
힘들다 힘들어. 이쪽인가?
Revelio.
말 걸만한 사람이 밑에 있는 건가?
handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery, like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, The passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room. None of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
부엉이정인가?
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
설명만 들었을 땐 안 가본 데 같긴 한데.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
베네무스 텐타큘라가 내가 있을 텐데 아마. 잠긴 거 보니까 없네. 아, 이쪽은 좀 생소한데. 아, 여기도 멀다. 이 형님들 방해하면 안 되겠지. 아이고, 아이고. 아이고. 레벨이 좀 높네. 아이고.
Eight legs is simply too many.
엄마. 아이고. 우와. 여기 뭔데 빨간색이 저렇게 많냐?
Someone's going. You! What do you think you're doing? I hope your affairs are in order. Nuisance! That's what you want! That was no.
Barely even felt
웬 개가.
Who lived here, I wonder? Incendio! Lumos. Levioso.
안 그래도 방송 3시간만 하고 끄려고 했는데 딱 전화가 오니까 오늘 치마일을 해야 되겠다. 그냥 여기서 저장하고 오늘 마무리할게요. 내일 갔다 와서 봬요.